Before I go any farther, they always prepare things for me. I promise I'll stick to. But this is a moment that I can't pass up. This is a special week. I get to stand up here and be this person that is a part of this great organization that does all this awesome work. And I'm really a talking head. This week is Teacher Appreciation Week. We have some amazing teachers here tonight. They're at tables, they're enjoying themselves this evening. Could you please stand so we can celebrate you just for a moment? And instead, people far smarter than me pointed me to Columbus. And they said, you need to be in Columbus because that's where our elected officials are. That's where our state leaders are. They need to know that when charter schools are done right, they can be part of the solution for kids and communities that need an opportunity. And I listened to them. I packed up my things, I moved to Columbus, and as I was here, I started to dig into the community. I started to ask for advice. I started to meet with leaders, all that would talk to me. Jackie was one of them. And I'm incredibly lucky that some of those leaders took my call. Leaders like Doug Kreidler of the Columbus Foundation. Leaders like Steve Dackett, who's now the top educator in our state. They took time to talk with me. It helped me to understand what our city needed and how I could be part of the movement to make our city the best place to live, the best place to work, and the best place to learn, regardless of what zip code you lived in. They helped connect me to other committed individuals that were interested in our mission. Individuals like you, folks in this room tonight. And they pointed us to leaders and partners and donors who lift up our work. That advocacy, the kind of advocacy where just one person is willing to sink their resources in our own. A person who's willing to think and speak about the students and spaces where decisions are made has been the work that shaped where we are today. And it's safe to say that Columbus has become my home. And I couldn't be more thankful for the much, much smarter people that brought me here. But there are no advocates for our students, more so than our board members. And many of them are here with us tonight. So as I celebrate our teachers, we must who is our board chair, Mr. John Petro. John is a recovering attorney. His words, not mine. He has given all of his time and talents to wonderful missions like ours, and a little bit to your wife, now that he's there, but mostly to us. But John is one of those advocates that gives back to his community, and we are fortunate to have immensely benefited from that. John, your willingness to give so much to our mission and to me is something that I'll be forever grateful for. And I'm so glad to call you to the stage tonight. Please help me in welcoming our board chair, John Petro.
Thank you, Andy. In every element of my life, from coaching basketball for 15 years to owning my own business, developing work-study relationships with Cristo Rey Columbus High School, and serving as the board chair of United Schools, I have worked every day to get a little bit better, and that's what we do at United Schools too. That's something that I preach throughout my life. If we can all get a little bit better every single day, everybody's going to get better, and it helps our community. We know we can't close the opportunity gap in a single week or month or year, but what we can do is get the little things right every single day and get better every day so that our students can look back each and every year and see how much they've grown. And when we continue to make those incremental changes, day after day, year after year, our entire community gets better. When we speak up and care and demand for our students to be a little bit better every day than they were yesterday, we can all make enormous changes. And that's the power of advocacy. Advocacy is not easy. It's slow, steady work toward a mission of improving educational opportunities for every single person. It would be easy for Andy and his team to just focus on what they can do day to day and to accept that their students are funded at a fraction of the rate of their traditional school counterparts, and to ignore the systemic inequities that impact our communities. Advocacy demands that we do what is right, even when it's not easy. For as long as I've known United Schools, they have been advocates. They advocate for our community students and families, for the resources they deserve, and the success that they could achieve if given fair access to those opportunities. Andy has worked tirelessly at the State House over the past years with the support of our lobbyist, Michelle Fitzgibbon, to advocate for our incredible faculty and staff and for our amazing students, and to open the doors for all of our students and for the generations of students that will come in the future. Our approach and our outcomes and the consistent drive to get better every day have created incredible energy behind our efforts to positively impact our educational systems and funding. As a result of these efforts that you saw exemplified in Maria earlier tonight, our advocacy is impacting important changes for so many children in our community and throughout the state. United Schools' voice here in Columbus and at the State House allows us to help set policy priorities that serve our community and those who are often overlooked or left behind. This summer, after years and years of legislative advocacy, Governor DeWine passed a historic state budget that narrowed the funding gap between public charter school students and traditional public school students. That is the power of advocacy, and it makes a big difference. Andy was kind enough to acknowledge our board for our role in advocacy, but we are far from the only advocacy in this room. When I look around this room, I see an incredible array of compassionate, generous, mission-aligned people who are advocates for United Schools. I see this group and I am incredibly proud of Columbus, the city where I was born and raised, for continually seeking out opportunities to do better and be better for our community. And part of advocacy is being willing to ask for what you believe in, so here is what I'm going to ask of all of you tonight. Number one, keep showing up for this mission. It's incredibly important. Continue to believe in our students like Maria and the other people you heard tonight, to cheer for them, to celebrate their successes, and to be their safety nets when they need support. That's important as well. Ask questions, continue to volunteer, to make gifts, and to connect us with others, to offer your skill sets, and however you can support our work, know that you are seen, and that we very, very much appreciate you more than we can say, and that what you do and say matters and makes a massive positive difference for all of us. Second, think about something that impacted you here tonight. It may have been a student or staff member that you talked to, a formal testimonial, or a quick conversation. Take a moment and hold that memory in your mind. My ask of you is to share this work with others that you know in your networks. When you leave here tonight, please speak about what our great students are doing, keep advocating, and make sure that the moment doesn't end here. It continues on. When you talk about United Schools to people in our community, that matters, and it creates the incremental change that unlocks more opportunities for more of our students and for our alumni. Last, please consider making a gift to United Schools. If you are able, it's an incredibly important mission and one that I and every one of our board members personally believe in and personally give to. There are QR codes on the little table tents, and you can find Andy or Diana and have a conversation with them, and I'm sure they would speak with you about how you can support our mission. Thank you all for being here tonight, and I'm going to hand the microphone back over